I'll give you each 2 minutes for closing statements if you like.
You want to go first, or?
Yeah, then you can enter. Everything I do is to promote more peace, prosperity, justice, liberty, and ethics. And if you find anything in my principles or my issue positions that doesn't tend to go in that direction, let me know, because I've worked on it real hard. And it's the best approach I can find for those key factions. I don't think anyone would argue with those goals. Some would add social justice, which means redistribution of wealth. That requires gang theft by vote, so I'm not in favor of it. I'm for private charity. Private charity worked great in this country. You need about 1/10 as much for one thing, because you don't have so many people signing up and all the abuse that goes with it. So I think we have to get back to personal responsibility a lot more. The Constitution, we got a pretty good Constitution. The government at the DC congressional level is very corrupt. Even the normal things they do that everybody considers normal are unconstitutional, like this earmark stuff and handing off wars and it just treating these wars as if it's routine stuff. It's just horrifying. So and look in forward-usa.org, which I hope you all wrote down. There's 8 things in the left margin. Number 5 is about empires. Doesn't take long to read it, and that tells you about the 3 phases of an empire, up, across, and down, and we're in the down phase, and each has its characteristics. We got to get to work, because your kids are going to suffer mightily from a lower standard of living, and that's why I'm in politics. I hope we can make it a little bit better for them, but there's going to be a crash. It's just pretty hard to avoid. I think there's 90% the dollar will lose half its value or more, and 50% chance we'll have riots in the streets. Because when people get hungry, and I don't care if you're a college professor or a poor person, you'll steal from the grocery store. And then you'll steal from the truck, and the trucks won't come into town because they're afraid they'll get beat up robbing the truck. It's that bad. It's happened before. It's an old story in history. We're nothing different. Look at England and Portugal and Spain and France, Russia. We're not any different. We've got all the characteristics. We got to wake up and get working on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Redick.
Well, I am about life and liberty, and I know that this group here is about life and liberty. And one of the reasons why I'm running this campaign is, one, because this district happens to be the district in Wisconsin that focuses the least on life and liberty. And in order for us to start making a difference, we need to start making a difference in the state of Wisconsin. And because right now the federal government does not care about life and liberty. They care about making sure that they get reelected and stay in power for a long time. And as part of running this campaign, some of the things that I'm going to do, like I said before, is go door to door, talk to people about why we need to focus on life and liberty, why we need to make sure that we hold government within its prospective roles that it's been granted through the Constitution and through our state constitution. And I'm going to be using the process of nullification on multiple things. And Wisconsin actually is one of the leaders of the nullification movement back during the time of slavery. Wisconsin nullified one of the acts that allowed the federal government to imprison slaves that were running away and send them back to their owners, and also allowed them to imprison people who helped runaway slaves. And Wisconsin used nullification in order to make sure that we didn't do that. And we were one of the first states in order to do that. again, the federal government wants to hold us as slaves by using billions and billions of our money that we didn't grant them the power to do so, and redistributing our money to others. And once again, I think Wisconsin will be the state that uses nullification to grant life and liberty to the people. So I want to encourage the people in this group to keep going at it, keep working hard, talking to people, make sure that we are doing what it takes to grow as a group, also doing what it takes to grow as a movement. We now have four movements that focus on life and liberty in the Madison, Dane County area, and I hope that there will be more. And one of the things that I will be focusing on doing is helping movements like this grow throughout the Dane County area.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, to both of you.